How's it going, everyone? Camp collar shirts are really rising in popularity, and as we're entering spring and summer, I figured this would be a great time to make a video talking about my favorite camp collar shirts and where I would recommend going and buying them. So that's what this video is going to be all about. I'll show off the look as well so you can see how these different camp collar fits, and also more importantly, kind of how these materials differ from one another and what is most important when looking at camp collar shirts. So with all of that laid out, let's get into it. So my number one pick for a camp collar shirt is going to be from Cuts. I have actually two pairs of this, one in green and one in black, and I think they look so clean. I like them because they're definitely more of a relaxed fit shirt, as a camp collar should, but at the same time, it's still pretty tapered and I love how it sits on my body. The fabric itself is really soft and it feels extremely high quality. And I've also washed it multiple times and have had no problems with wrinkling. I've traveled with them and they don't really wrinkle all that much when I pack them away as well. So that's been something that has been really nice and honestly super clutch for traveling, just because it's not always the most ideal when you pack a collared shirt and it gets super wrinkly. My next recommended spot to go to for a great camp collar shirt is gonna be from Abercrombie. And if you don't know, Abercrombie has certainly made a really strong comeback. This particular camp collar shirt is actually a linen, so it's extremely lightweight. So for those summer months or very moist climates, this is gonna be the perfect shirt for this scenario. It's super breathable and it just feels really good as it sits on the body. Again, I think the fit is perfect and Abercrombie has really great quality too. Now, I will say this shirt definitely wrinkles a lot easier since it is a linen, so that's a bit of a drawback with the material, but there are certain benefits to having linen shirts as well. So overall, I think it looks really good, and it's certainly a very different material than just say like a classic camp collar shirt where they use polyester and cotton and things like that. So I think it's a good mix to put into your wardrobe and something that can elevate your overall look as well. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. I do fashion and fitness on this channel all the time, and it would be great to have you along for the ride. Now with that out of the way, let's keep going. All right, next up, I would recommend walking over to Lululemon and getting the Airing Easy Camp Collar shirt. That's a mouthful, but trust me, it's a great camp collar. It's extremely lightweight and does not wrinkle as easily as the linen does. Now with the Lululemon, I love that on the side there is a split hem. I think that's a nice added touch for a little bit of styling as well. It's definitely an interesting design from Lululemon. They're all about having like high-end and high-quality fabrics. So there's a ton of extremely small squares in the fabric, and that's how it can be so breathable. It looks really good. I like how it sits on the body, and this colorway in particular just looks great. It depends also really on what color you want. So certain places are gonna have the colors that you'd like and others won't. So that's really the big thing here. And I think each of these has a respective look to them and a little bit different of a fit. An honorable mention that I would also like to recommend for other people would be to go to Zara and just shop around there. Zara has a ton of great options. In my opinion, it's a bit more of fast fashion and lower quality. And I personally do worry about the buttons, especially on a camp collar shirt, becoming undone. And your boy does not know how to sew. So if that comes undone, like I'm just never gonna wear the shirt again. So I don't mind paying an extra $20 for that quality and also higher quality in fabric as well. If you don't care about those things, then go ahead and go to Zara. I think it's actually a great place to get clothing. So it's just a couple of things to keep in mind, and for some people it's gonna be a great fit, and for others, they may not prefer that. Now I wanted to keep this video short, sweet, and to the point. If you don't love any of these recommendations, I'm sorry, but you can certainly go online and just look up camp collar shirts and find some other options there. But I guarantee if you do search them, you will find some of these options in that search as well. So with that said, again, I hope you enjoyed the video and can walk away with just a couple of good ideas in terms of what would be best for you. If you did like the video, throw it a thumbs up to get it to more people just like you, and also subscribe. It would really mean a lot. And other than that, I guess we'll catch you on the next video.